Hey, my friend, imagine for a second that everything you know about money is wrong. Imagine if the way you think about money is the very thing keeping you poor. Sounds scary, right? Well, in this series, I'm going to take you on a journey through one of the most life-changing books ever written about money. A book that has sold millions of copies worldwide, and for good reason, because it flips your perspective upside down. Once you see money the way the wealthy see it, you'll never look at your wallet, your bank account, or even your job the same way again. And if you think like the rich, my friend, you become rich. Trust me, this could be the turning point in your financial life forever. Today, we're diving into part 1 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by the brilliant Robert Kiyosaki. So grab your favorite drink, whether it's a strong cup of coffee or that tea you love, and let's get comfortable. Kiyosaki begins with a truth bomb. Wealth and poverty are not about money. They're about mindset. You can give a poor thinker $10 million, and they'll lose it. You can give a wealthy thinker just 1,000, and they'll build an empire. Isn't that wild? Robert had 2 fathers. One, a highly educated man respected with a PhD, but always broke. The other, a man with no fancy degree, who never even finished the 8th grade, yet became one of the richest men in Hawaii. One died leaving his family drowning in debt. The other left behind millions, charities, and a lasting legacy. Same world, same opportunities, 2 completely different mindsets. And here's the kicker. Both dads loved Robert deeply. Both taught him lessons they thought would help. But their advice clashed like thunder. One said, "The love of money is the root of all evil." The other, "The lack of money is the root of all evil." One said, "Get a good education so you can find a secure job." The other said, "Get a good education so you can buy companies." Can you feel the tension, my friend? Imagine being a kid hearing one dad say, "Don't take risks, play it safe," while the other whispers, "Learn how to manage risk." One dad said, "Your house is your greatest asset." The other fired back, "Your house is a liability, it drains your money." It's like standing in 2 different worlds, one heavy with fear, the other buzzing with possibility. And then comes the lesson that shook me. Rich Dad told Robert, "Bankruptcy is temporary. Poverty is forever. Just sit with that. Bankruptcy is a moment. Poverty is a mindset that lasts a lifetime." At 9 years old, Robert asked his dad the most innocent yet powerful question. "Dad, how do I become rich?" His father's answer, "Learn to make money." But as a child, Robert took it literally. So he and his friend Mike started collecting toothpaste tubes, soda cans, and milk cartons, setting up a little factory in their garage, convinced they were about to print their own fortune. When Robert proudly handed his dad their homemade coins, expecting applause, his father laughed and said, "Son, this isn't making money, it's counterfeiting." Embarrassed but determined, Robert was sent to Mike's father, Rich Dad, for real lessons. But Rich Dad didn't sit him down for a lecture. He threw him into life. He made Robert and Mike work in his small shop for hours, earning just 10 cents an hour. It was humiliating, frustrating, and felt pointless. Robert wanted out. He wanted more. Finally, after weeks of silence, Robert burst. He accused Rich Dad of breaking his promise, of exploiting him. And that's when Rich Dad dropped the hammer. "Robert, life doesn't talk to you. It pushes you. It frustrates you. It tests you. If you learn, you grow. If you don't, you stay poor. You think the problem is me. No, the problem is your thinking." And then, the lesson that defined the rest of Kiyosaki's life. The rich don't work for money. Money works for them. That was the beginning of everything. So my friend, here's the cliffhanger. Robert agreed to keep working for Rich Dad, but this time for free. And from that decision, a journey began that transformed him into one of the world's greatest financial educators. And this is just the introduction. In the next episode, we'll unpack the first lesson that forever separates the rich from the poor. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you felt the power of this story, smash that like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Because together, we're not just learning about money, we're rewriting our future.